Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition as we remedy Varric's tarot card here. We have to cut our way through a few dozen bandits in order to do that. Plus a few dozen Carta, a few dozen Darkspawn.
Mercenaries?
Looks like Carta. Lyrium smuggling would be profitable around here.
Gotta wonder how Bianca got in.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric needed a safe for his shard. I'm the one who built it for him.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Road's entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
Must be an old dwarven outpost.
What was it for?
Trade, maybe? Your guess is as good as mine.
Rogue I had to farm for like 2.5 hours my first playthrough when the assassin quest bugged out on
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Darkspawn. These won't be the last.
We may be too close to the surface for these to count as deep roads. But have I mentioned I hate the deep roads?
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the red lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
The Chantry explosion is remarkably similar to the Sept massacre from Game of Thrones.
We should seal the tunnel before more Darkspawn join us.
Let's hope that holds the Darkspawn back.
Refer to me as a rich marcher.
They've been watching our movements.
It's nice of them.
Worth hiding here.
What's his name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never. I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Varric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you? This is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
They have a Grey Warden with them.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
There you are. Won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
You want to say something, Varric?
Andraste's ass, Bianca. You're the leak?
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You've had people studying it for years now, and they've come up with nothing. I just wanted to figure it out.
Did you figure it out?
Actually, yes. I found out that red lyrium... It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
The Lyrium Alive thing is the primary focus of the Descent DLC, and when Larius gave us that little smirk after we killed Corypheus, you just knew something was off.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus, and he definitely wasn't a mage before.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
That crossbow is the only thing Varric has ever lied to Hawke about. Telling her it was that nutter dwarf they met in Corypheus' prison. I guess the reason he says is that such a weapon in dwarf, like if that were like mass produced, basically be make Orzammar a killing field. Sort of weapon of mass destruction. And based on the Warden's experience with Orzammar politics, I can't say he's wrong.
Nothing to report, sir.
What else do I have on here? Oh yeah, here we go. We're gonna make a slight detour on our way back to Skyhold. Meaning, like 1,000 miles north kind of detour. Because most people pick the mages. Not many people see this quest. You still come here, but it's to track down the Templar Samson.
So this is the shrine Corypheus hid from Calpernia.
There are similar places in Tevinter. Notice how you feel it in the back of your mind. There's power here. Or was.
It is far, far too quiet.
A shrine to one of the old gods. Few still exist.
This place is on fire at this point if you do the mage angle. So you can't come down here.
Awake in a world twisted into perversion and ruin. Awake only to discover the light of wisdom has gone black. Samson has failed, but Calpernia stands ready.
These are more memory crystals. Corypheus was recording his thoughts.
A slave girl who burned with potential, ignored by all save myself. Her master did not see it. No one saw it. The world has gone craven and blind. I recited the old verses, how easily they come even after so long a slumber. Yet still I do not feel the presence of Dumat. Hear no whispers, no commands, silence has fallen.
That's because the Grey Wardens killed him. First Blight.
Calpernia prepares to set foot in the place where regret dwells to bring it into the light. She cannot know what must be done, cannot understand. In time, she will forgive. How does this age stand such desolation? They sing to a maker who answers no prayers. Once I have ascended, I will be their answer. I will be their light. Did the others never return from the Black City? There is no record even of our names. We are vilified by legend. They spit on our deeds and claim we brought darkness into the world. We discovered the darkness. We claimed it as our own. Let it permeate our being. If the others have not returned, they are lost. I am alone in my glory.
Makes you wonder what happened to the other Magisters that broke in.
Light the burner, add a teaspoon of cinnabar. He came down in fire and splendor. Chapter 9, verse 1.
That's a spell of containment, a powerful one.
What is this? Who are you?
Magister Erasthenes am I, a scholar of Tevinter. To Corypheus I am bound to answer every question. For Calpernia's sake, I am lost.
Corypheus did this to you? On Calpernia's behalf?
She knows not. I am a ruin. The jeweled husk when the butterfly leaves. I was the greatest scholar of the old gods in Minrathus. No, in the Imperium. One night, he came to my door. For my relics, I thought, my writings, runes. But instead, my slave went to his side, Calpernia, to become the vessel that saved Tevinter.
Is that why Calpernia joined Corypheus? To save your empire?
Yes, she seeks a leader, Corypheus, to shape Tevinter's rebirth. She would raise up the slaves as she was raised. Bring a new order with a heart of steel. She could do it if she were not the vessel.
If Calpernia is this vessel, what are the contents going to be?
I do not know. Power. It must be some sort of power. Power like Ephemers, risen in flame and...
If Calpernia is the one Corypheus wanted, why do this to you?
For practice. Corypheus, crafts a vessel for whatever power he seeks. Yes. But he does not need his vessel to have free will. About her, these same chains will fall. Iron to cage lightning. My binding is the poor pencil sketch. Calpernia will be the masterpiece.
Corypheus couldn't risk Calpernia's spies bringing her the truth.
No fool he, nor she. chain has broken me, friend. No wings can raise my mind. Please, breach the circle. Its wards will trigger. I will be dust and light. Free.
Or it will kill us. Corypheus is not above placing such a trap.
Corypheus' circle will hold its destruction within. Tight, tight. No fear, only freedom.
I gotta be pragmatic here. Keep him around. Dorian's probably not gonna like this.
I can't waste your knowledge. Leliana should question you. My agents will secure this place. Maybe they can undo that circle somehow.
You would make of me what he makes of Calpernia. What shall I make of that?
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the Tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is... I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Inquisitor.
The reports from our agents at the shrine are intriguing. You were correct. Once Calpernia becomes the vessel, she will lose her freedom. We are interrogating this Magister Erasthenes. we may learn more from him. Be gentle, Leliana. He's suffered enough.
He'll be as comfortable as possible, given the circumstances. Corypheus's notes mention a place where regret dwells. That is more of a mystery. Until the notes are deciphered, I intend rumors of the binding ritual to reach Calpernia's ears.
Breaking her alliance with Corypheus can only help us.
Breaching his sanctum might give Corypheus pause, yet Calpernia is silent, as are her agents. We have given her something to think about.